We're back. 13th Legion. How's our reputation going? Still just professional. Ooh, Gemeinschaft loves us, which is important. Any of the lads still injured? No, none of the frontline guys are injured. Excellent. Just thinking here, I'm probably going to switch that helmet out so it's 2 extra fatigue for 5 less head armor. I think that's fine. Oh, hang on, I can switch out all of the worn mail back to the front line. That's better. Okay, we need money. We need to go find a city that has an armorer and get in their good books. Some thugs and some raiders. Nice and easy. That's suspiciously easy. I'm worried there's going to be a necromancer that we've got to deal with. Quickly, before it gets dark. Get him! Ooh, interesting. Brigands. No description. Okay, good. No necromancer. Whew. Pikes are a little scary. We should be able to stun that guy though. Height advantage pike. I think we actually... as long as I move Tiberius back, then that pike will have to move to be able to do anything. And I'm just going to shoot at the thugs. And headshot them casually. I'm hoping that killing the thugs is going to break the morale of these other nerds. The other thing worth considering is that once I get high enough level, I'll be able to get, I think it's called fearsome or something. It's that skill that makes the enemies take a morale check every time someone takes any damage. God damn it, Lucius, I need you to hit that. What did the archers ever do for us? I think you mean the Romans. The Romans did a lot for us. You could certainly say that again. Fine legal system. God damn it. Fallacious! I think, keep shooting at that radar. As long as we don't stand in a square where he can attack from high ground. So if I go around here. The other option is aggression, which I've already chosen. Oh, that little frickin' buckler has done work for him. There you go. They do like the throwing weapons, these guys. Oh, good God, that frickin'... How? That's a thug, and he's hit Skulder. Skulder's got like 35 melee defense. For fuck's sake. I really wish there was a perfect information mod so I could see just how unlucky I've been. Those percentage shots could not have been that high. A thug, at the most, would have 70 melee skill, and even that's freaking huge. So, at the best, that would have been a 35% chance to hit, and both of them hit. Fuck's sake. Frustrating. Yeah. Should be an open shot. How is that guy in the way? Seriously? Alright, he qualified. Hell. Those are some injuries. Crushed finger, broken nose, pierced leg muscles. I don't know how a mace pierces leg muscles, but anyway. Nice work, Wilfred. That reminds me, I need to rename Wilfred. Nice, Martinez. Ah! Yes, excellent. Not so excellent. I don't want to get in Mark Antony's way here. That's much more like it. You know what? Just stun him up. God damn it, Tiberius, what is your melee skill? 63 with height advantage. And you are missing. Finally, Stabbo hits a shot. Zumba's lie. It's interesting that you've been able to post a link. The Nightbot should have blocked you. I mean, I don't mind, but okay. Hacks. Hacking my channel. Nice, 2 pikes, another flail, another worn mail. No, it's fine. I don't mind. You're fine to post links. The only reason I put that option on so links don't get posted is because I don't want, spammers coming in. Posting shitty links. Taking a +1 on melee skill just doesn't even seem worth it. Let's keep going for hit points. Alright, Lucius. I think it's time to take Mace Mastery. He's a Mace Master. We need one more. Oh god, the +1s. At least now Philetus has his resolve where it needs to be. And that helps a little bit. Right, Stabbo Crabbo. Let's start going for fast adaptation. Particularly on the archers. Oh yeah, we need that desperately. And I'm always going to take range defense. Like Anthony, our first archer to start using Overwhelm. '75 range skill. Yeah, buddy, it is what I'm talking about. The other option now is Bullseye, but it's only at 25% increased chance. I'm going to try Overwhelm, just because I've never really tried it before. Let's repair these weapons. We're going to make some nice money here, actually. Oh yes, repair that, please. We're getting there, slowly but surely. Of course, Philetus took a pierced side. That was an arrow, I think, that pierced his side. Do any of you lads up front have enough fatigue to justify carrying a kite shield? No. 71? 78? No. 78, 67, definitely not. We're a touch light on bandages is one thing I'm noticing, and we need bandages and dogs and a falcon. What is in here? A few marksmen, many raiders, and a leader. That's actually very, very tough. Too tough. It's kind of annoying that even though we just did that mission, it still shows them as being raided by orcs. And then, like, how do you remove that raided by orcs debuff on the village? I think I'm going to experiment with one of the crossbows just for a bit. I mean, certainly once we get to the point where we have war bows, it's not going to be worth it, but I mean, 50 and 70 as opposed to 35 and 65. 40 to 60 damage, 40 to 60. No, the hunting bow is just better. Flat out better. Right. Let's see. I think I should start concentrating more on these southern cities, because they are ultimately the ones that I'm going to want to ally with. Perrowinger, honesty and integrity. Those are my values, because I'm a bit of a goody two-shoes. I think we've got enough money that we can buy a bunch of dogs. I did say I wanted 4 dogs up front. Or dog on those 4 guys, and then bandages all up front, falcon on this guy. Unfortunately, we never got the sergeant sash option. You like dogs, Sugar Stalker? What? Dog. Hey, dog. What do we have here? Bam. Can we justify buying a male Hauberk? It's essentially an extra 40 odd. So honestly, I don't think so. Decius, use that shield. It takes your fatigue down a little bit. Basically, as soon as any of these shield bearers hit level 4, they get shield expert, and then they good with the heater shield. So 28, 38, that's nice. 33, look at the melee defense values. Tiberius, we need to start throwing some points into melee defense. The sign-up list, there actually isn't one. Just tell me now what you'd like your name to be, and I can add you to the list. So let's see, the next person to get in is No Way Jose. Yeah. To send your account number and PIN, I'll send you details to a Nigerian bank account. That's all totally legit. He's my bank manager. Wilfred is not a good name. I would have preferred for this playthrough strong Roman names, but we've just accepted this random Mexican guy, which is fine. Leo Frick is one of the viewers. Let's see, Steba Crabo, Mark Anthony, Julius is one of the viewers, Fallacious Phallus. So let me know what name you'd like to be assigned, and the next one will be yours. So the little list of names is here and waiting. Let's see, can I justify giving anybody this flail? No, I'm wondering, this 65 melee skill, 67, hello. We can justify giving you a mace, I think. Nolo, Modo, Hoseus. Let's see if that fits. Nulo, no, it won't. interesting mix of Latin and brain isn't working. Right. Sergeant Cassius, the Soul Saver. So you want to be a sergeant specifically. Keela already died. It's Vine now, who's the sergeant. Although, Vine was his starting name, wasn't it? Yeah, actually, he can be renamed then. Okay, you can get him right now. I didn't even realize that. Picosis. Sis. The Soul Saver. He hasn't done much soul saving. He's done a lot of missing, though. He misses a lot of his shots. But as soon as he levels up, we are going to take fast adaptation. His melee skill is crap. And to be honest, his resolve could be higher as well. I think it's time to start moving away from these flails. I only want 2 flails in the lineup. Yes. Excellent. Whoa. There is a kennel around here somewhere. Oh my word, look at that. Can you imagine? Great axe. I want. I'm half tempted to buy both of these bundles of throwing axes, because then when we're up against enemy marksmen, we can always put a shield and throwing axes on all of the archers, and everyone just runs forward. Nah, seems like a bit of a waste of money. The last thing is, in terms of the amount of flails, we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once we have 2 more of these flails, we can start fighting the ancient auxiliaries and ancient legionaries quite a lot more reliably. See? I'm just thinking, our ambition is to clear out these locations beset by undead. We've got 2 there. I expect those to be ancient legionaries. So our backline, obviously the bows and arrows are going to be completely useless, but long axes and pikes will be usable. The other option is you let them go like this with throwing axes, because the throwing axes actually do pretty damn good damage against armor. 27 to 44 armor damage, and 0 to 12 can ignore armor. I'll tell you what, we'll try it. We'll do just one bundle of throwing axes. And then the guys on the sides use long axes to break shields. It's probably going to be a bit fail, but who knows, might be funny. Okay. We need tools. Give me tools. 239, nice and cheapy tools. We're okay for food. What do you have for us? Goblins. That's a 1 skull goblin mission. I reckon we can do it. I accept. Have a drink, lads. Ah, Tiberius, you got drunk. You're an absolute liability, Tiberius. .47 melee skill, that's no bueno. I'll tell you what, switch to an axe and then you can just destroy shields. Well, we're going to be fighting goblins, so swords and spears are actually dead fine. We're hardly going to be dealing with any shields, really. They do have little shields, but they aren't that dangerous. Or difficult to get through. The shields, I mean. I know one of these cities has a kennel, so before we fight these goblins, let's buy at least 2 dogs. The dogs are going to be vital to help us chase down those horrible, nasty little green buggers. Here we go. Hell, 3 dogs. Why not? Doggo, Papa, and Doggo. I'd still like one more though. What we don't have is any antidote, which is kind of scary. Of course, this will be a nighttime raid as well. So only Martinius. No, actually Mark Antony is our prime archer. Although with Martinez I'm going to try this loadout. Yeah, that'll be fine as an archer. Yep, Mark Antony can just use his bow, that's totally fine. And Stabbo Crabbo is just there to stab, would you believe? The aptly named Stabbo Crabbo. Oh, that's cheap ammunition. Although I shouldn't have sold. Oh, damn. Whoopsie, that was a mistake. Okay, we can get rid of the skirmishes, that'll be fine. Let's go take on these nasty little goblin buggers. Hope it'll be nighttime when we hit them. Gannicus, soul saver for next one. Gannicus. You come to an old man standing in the middle of the road, his body leaning against a warning stick. He's staring up at a road sign. He shakes his head. I know there's a sign here. I think Lutendock is that way, if I recall correctly. He turns to you grinning. His eyes glint white, blinded by old age. A very nice, very expensive-looking jeweled ring glistens on one of his bony fingers. Travel safely, old man. The 13th Legion are no robbers of old weak men. If it was the Viking lads, I might have nicked his ring. Hello, hello. This is a nice little bit of XP. We've fought a group like this before, but we're not getting paid to kill them specifically, so we'll just leave them be. We can always... Oh, alright then. Come at us. Again, it's going to be all about killing that necromancer, and I'm not seeing zombies that are terribly scary. Again, I wish I had a falcon so I could know where the necromancer is. I do think actually I made a mistake there. I should have ran everybody forward and taken that high ground. Nothing too scary so far, it's all level 1 weapons. That's a nice little kettle helmet. I'd like to get my hands on those. Oh, there he is. He's just out of range. Damn, so I'm not set up to be able to take on this necromancer. That's not ideal. Okay, here's the play. We're going to move forward like here, and then Lucius and Decius are going to try to get around him. Okay, the stun didn't work. Is that too bold? Yeah, that's far too bold. It's basically just going to be down to Mark Antony to kill that necromancer. Ultimately, on the basis that the weapons here aren't that scary, I think it's going to be fine. Famous last words, probably. I'm going to make a break for it here with Decius and Lucius. Julius has throwing axes. I think if he comes with them, he just needs to get to within 4 squares of the necromancer. Maybe he can throw some axes at him. And then Tiberius, hold off this middle group of them. I think, you know what? If he could have got to the high ground there, that would have been worth it. He could have just gone into riposte. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to go very aggressive all the way to the northern flank and just see how the AI reacts. I expect most of these guys now to swing up this way. I can shoot 8 squares here, so if I stand here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It does mean then that I would have to put Stabbo in the way, which I'm happy to do. Keep pushing forward, boys. Super important. The throwing axes don't do nothing. I mean, obviously they're not great, but okay. Let's try something really, really, really aggressive. The other tactic is if I make sure to kill all the zombies with weapons, then you can only reanimate ones that can only bite, which are harmless. Also, I think that Mark Antony has a clear shot there, which is pretty damn important. And Flavius can... I think we release all the dogs on the next turn. The dogs will help us with the DPS. How far can I go and still release the dog? Go here. Ouchie. Again, Skulder is just... he's implausibly unlucky. He's got 35 melee defense and he just always gets hit. I think that dog's dead. Between those two, they're going to stab him and butcher him. I didn't want to take this fight. This is irritating. It's going to take us a little while to heal up all the damage that's been done to us. Oh yeah, here we go. 71%. Headshot. Oh, 71%. I don't think Mark Antony's ever hit a 70% shot. Seems to be a cursed number for him. Finally, Scolding it manages to dodge a shot. Oh, I can't actually switch to my pike because I've got the net there. I can switch out to the net, which I think I'm going to have to do then, just so that I can go to the pike on the next turn. Alright. Oh, should have released the dog. Dog's dead. 300 gold down the toilet. Poor doggy. Bleeding. Come on, Mark Anthony. There we go. Good shot. Headshot as well. If only he'd hit the previous one, that would have been kill there. Get wrecked, sunshine. Whoopsie, you should be attacking that guy. Oh! So, dog. And he's too tired. Oh, he's got a grazed neck as well, so he's taking a bit of bleeding damage. Oh, doggy rip. So we've got 2 dogs left. Yeah, good boy. Fang. Give Fang a Scooby snack. Hang on, Mark Anthony just overwhelmed that Fadaganger. Why didn't it trigger on the Necromancer? Oh, because the Necromancer went before him. Right. So that's an additional point to bear in mind with my archers. Once they eventually have overwhelm, I should see which of my targets have already acted before choosing who to attack, because otherwise you're just not getting the benefit from overwhelm. Nasty little things. Oh, whoopsie. Almost shot my own damn war dog. Come on, Stabbo. Oh. Well done. That's what I want to see. Decapitation. That's so metal. Fucking brutal. Decapitation. Zombie decapitation. Sounds like a death metal song. Nice. So 2 stacks of overwhelm gives him 20% less melee defense. 87% chance to hit. Yeah, overwhelm is definitely worth taking, I think. Finish him off, Martinez. Good man. Nice level ups. Bit of extra money and tools. I like the level ups, but it is irritating that we took this armor and hit point damage before that big important fight. But oh, a +3, I'll take that. +1 and a +3 sucks. Okay, good. His resolve is now where it needs to be, and his hit points are where they need to be. Let's see, a shield bearer. I'm actually tempted to give him sword or spear mastery, just because we've got so many nice swords. He can keep using a sword then. It'll make his fatigue go further, because fatigue is a problem for him already. But maybe I'd just take Brawny. Okay, I don't have good enough armor for him, and I expect him to be replaced, so I'm going to essentially experiment with sword mastery. He's still marked up to be replaced. I still think we can do better. But maybe I can use him to sort of hold off and duel with a key target and just go into riposte mode. Okay, Nalamodo Jose is not going to... he will take student because he's not a replacement. +3, very nice. +4, very nice. And I think +3 here. Martinez Ioris, another overwhelm. Excellent. Yes, excellent. Do I not have another net? I do. Only +2. Loads of fatigue, which I like. And range defense is pretty damn good. 75 ranged, 73 ranged. Not bad. I'm just going to go straight to the shields here because I expect us to be up against those horrible frickin' goblins. Although really, there's kind of no point getting their range defense so much higher than the rest of the backline because the backline will just focus the banner boy anyway, and we'll get more damage out of the warbow than out of the throwing axes. Oh, range units of 8. Yeah, Stabbo Crabbo is going to eat. He's going to eat an awful lot of arrows running at those goblins. So how long do we need to repair everything? 21 hours. Oh, fuck's sake. This is going to cost us a whole day. We have to wait a whole day before we go take on those goblins, just because I've learnt my lesson. I could just camp out here in the open, but then very often you get hit by some enemies. And that's very frustrating. Oh, hang on. Medical supplies. 264. Oh, I just bought without thinking and checking the fucking... Okay, so we've got 2 days worth of salary sitting there in the bank. We need to just camp to give ourselves time to heal everybody up and repair all our gear and wait for it to get dark again. Once it's midday, we'll set off. Oh, there you go, it's midday already. Hello, hello, what's in there? A few marksmen, many raiders. That's doable. At night. So what do we have here? Some ambushes and some skirmishes. Yeah, do it as a nighttime raid. Shouldn't be too bad. One thing worth bearing in mind is check on the front line who has the lowest ranged skill. Yeah, so Biggest Dickus, you need that kite shield. I want everyone's defensive values to be more or less the same. Just so that there isn't one person who's an obvious, like Flavius with 18 range defense. Yuck. Let's take one last double check of the loadouts. I want the maces to stun people. Yeah, and then swords and spears is probably totally fine against these goblins. Martinez Ioris doesn't have the ability to see at night, so he's probably going to use a pike, but I'll just see what the percentage chances are for these throwing axes once he gets quite close. Mark Antony, at least I know, can keep shooting, so... The problem is if I give him a second bundle of throwing axes, he can't take out his pike. So I won't do that. Although maybe Mark Antony needs a second quiver of arrows. I think he does. Shield if he gets into trouble. Let's compromise and stick with the original loadout. Okay, dusk approaches. Night time. Good luck, men. Our first major goblin fight. Ooh, can we get height advantage? I don't think so. They're going to run up the hill. Yeah, there you go. Only 2 shields on them. Are they going to stay put? Brave. Run at them, lads. Super important. Nice, Mark Antony. Good job. I'm also hoping this pressure is going to make these little goblins run rather than shoot at us. Because if they're running, they're not shooting. I'm very happy with that. These nasty little fuckers and their poison. Ugh. Oh, good God. We've been so lucky so far. Oh. Night time, bless you. And throw your steel balls at me. Totally fine. Don't mind the shield being put up. Oh, didn't get poisoned. Awesome. Oh, we've been so lucky. Oh. Come at us, totally fine. I'm happy with that. You're at height disadvantage. Can I release dogs anywhere? Almost. Let's go here, get height advantage, and drop a dog down there. I hope the dog, yes, blocks 2 of the archers. So I was wondering what Martinus Iuris's chances were. 58% is actually not bad. That'll be about the same if I switch to a pike. Let's just go ahead and throw the axe. Both miss. Lucius had a dog, but he didn't really have a good position to drop it in, so it didn't seem worth it. Oh, dodgy little fucker. Oh, Mark Antony, you're a superstar. Nice shield, nerd. Actually, Tiberius, yeah, you run around the side. Watch these goblins take their daggers out and just one-shot this little dog. No one poisoned yet. Ooh. Yeah, they have quick hands, the little fuckers. And dodgy feet. I forgot the name of the skill. Evade. Riposte isn't going to save you, mate. 69%, 73. I'll take the 73. Yes! Get wrecked. See, once you can actually get stuck into them, they're not that dangerous. It's just getting actually a shot off at them is so difficult. Mark Anthony. Nice. It's almost too early to say, but so far, sterling performance, friends. Good. They're all running. Run them down. Release that dog, Lucius. Get him! I wouldn't mind at all if we get a bunch of these little goblin swords. They're nice backup swords. They don't weigh a whole lot. In fact, they weigh 3 fatigue. So someone, for example, who's hanging onto a mace can just have that saber be in his backpack, and then if he's better off fighting against an unarmored target, he can just switch out to it. It's actually really great. Yeah! Nice. Okay, 2 little spears, fair enough. The goblins put up a good crafty fight, but you've managed to kill them all. Their camp set aflame. You order them in to get ready to return to Baron Leif von Periwinger with the good news. Well fought, men. Well fought. So we've got a raider here. Melee defense is vital. Hit points is vital. Range defense is important as well. Brawny. Did I hang on to the two-handed sword? I didn't, but I'm sure we can afford one for him at some point. Frick, get shield expert, please. Okay, that is your resolve. That's enough resolve. Nice, those numbers are looking quite good now. Right, so who can I give these flails back to? We need at least 2 of them. First things first is to make sure that the 2 most accurate people have the maces. Ooh, that's actually not right. With 68, I think you can go to a flail. Oh no, a mace, excuse me. 70, that's good. 53 is a bit low. 55 is a bit low, stay with the sword. 61 is enough for a flail. 67, 63. I only need 2 flails. I like that we've got the 2 long axes at the back. Stabbo is getting there with his ranged skill. Still pretty crap, but he'll get there. Nice. Philatus is there in reserve. Isn't he? He should be always happy to be in reserve. He's not there. Also, at some point we need to explore all of this here. We don't have the money just yet, though. There's going to be loads of ruins for us to come clear out. But before we can start routinely raiding all the ruins, we need a falcon so we can know what we're up against in any given fight. Ooh, what do you have there? Goblins by the looks of things. There's a whole other road here, interesting. I think let's stay here in the south now, keep hitting the House Periwinger missions. Ooh, brigands, hello, hello. A few poachers and some raiders. It's just poachers, they shouldn't be that bad. I'm expecting to run at them, not stand and fight. Let's try this loadout, that should be good. If it was marksmen, it's a different story, but it's just poachers. So I think poachers don't get anything above tier 1 ranged weapons. Okay, it's just 2 of them with little basic bitch bows. Not a problem. Starting to wonder if they get an extra, like a modification to the amount of damage, because Skulder took 34 armor damage from an aimed shot from a small short bow. I'm just going to check when I equip a short bow what the armor damage figures are. I suspect it's a bit lower than that. Nah, I'm sure it's fine. It's just selection bias. It always seems so much worse when it happens to you. It's actually quite nice to be able to be so aggressive and just take it to them. Fucking throwing weapons, you asshole! My god, Skulder! Fucking hell. He always gets hit! What is up with... I'm telling you, if I change his name, he's not going to get hit so much. It's beyond belief how much he gets hit, but again, to be fair, those were all range shots, and all his points are in melee defense. The man is a walking pincushion. It's fucking unbelievable. Oh, rip. I don't quite know how to get him out of that trouble now, but we'll figure something out. Ho, 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 ho! Brigand Raider's head is hit for 38 damage. Raider's head is hit for 49 damage. Interesting. What is the... Oh, right. So I think... So it showed that as 2 damage instances because it was a headshot. So it hits once for the regular hit, and then because it's a headshot, I think it hits again. Because that was a total of 70 odd damage, yeah. I'm loving the throwing axes. I'm pretty confident we can kill this guy this turn and then get Flavius Skulder out of there. He's only struck down, but god, that's annoying. So that guy had already finished his turn. So then this one switches out to him and takes a shot at Skulder and kills him. That's probably for the best. As soon as I name someone Skulder, they just die instantly. The man is cursed. It's unbelievable. I mean, don't get me wrong, once we have war bows, the war bows will be way better than throwing axes, but the throwing axes are actually great against the extra bit of armor. I think it's fair to say that they are situationally quite good. Oh my god, 265s and you miss them both, you fucking useless arsehole. Nice. Now this little guy's buckler has done so much work for him. Couldn't save him there though. Fucking rotation, man. He's in riposte, so 67% chance. Good job. Oh, almost. Good job. Get absolutely shit mixed. The axes were fun. They're ultimately not all that good, but they were fun to use. So this was just supposed to be an easy little fight, and then Skolda gets knocked down. Well, only a missing nose. Still sucks, but it's by no means the worst of the injuries he could have suffered. Well, that wrecks his fatigue though. Oh no, it's the pierced chest that's making it look so bad. Let's go. Take a load off, buddy. You've earned a bit of a rest. Love all the flails. Okay, how many? Quick flail check. How many flails do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need one more, and we can go take on those ancient legionaries. Shield bearer. That's 2. That's 4. That's 3. Julius the Archer. Nice. Why don't you have a bow equipped? You should be using a bow. Okay, I've got your loadout a little bit wrong. What's awesome is we've got 3 archers, all with Overwhelm now. Tinus, do you have Overwhelm as well? Okay, fix your loadout. We've had our fun with the throwing axes. Let's get back to a proper loadout now. What's up, Rio G? Okay, let's really focus on trying to get some value out of the overwhelm abilities we have now on our archers. Need to remember to focus enemies that haven't acted yet in the turn. Otherwise, overwhelm does nothing. Baron Leaf von Periwinger's shucking nuts when you return. He throws the shells on the ground, jawing and gnashing as he speaks. Oi! Good to see you again. Take it you were successful, yes? You lift a few goblin heads up, each one tethered to a unifying band. They twist and stare at the room at one another. The man puts his hands up. Please, we're dignified people here. Put that away. You shrug and hand them to Flavius Skolda Shieldbearer, who is waiting out in the hall. Baron Leaf von Periwinger walks on his table and hands you a satchel. 950 crowns, as agreed upon. Good job, Sellsword. Crowns well deserved, indeed. $280, good profit. I think our bowyer is level 6. Good, so hopefully he's going to turn this quality wood into a masterwork bow now for us. Let's look at the fatigue figures here. I'm feeling a lot better about where we are as a squad. I think we've recovered quite nicely. We were on the brink for a little while. So what's better, 20 to 35, 20 and 60, or 15 to 35, 20 and 60? I think the higher base damage is probably better. So we'll stick with notched blades as our daggers of choice. So pleased to have these flails. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. 5, 6. Junk, junk. Junk, 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 junk. Junk. I need 2 hand axes. In terms of the swords, I reckon... First of all, I only need 2 of each of these helmets, that's for sure. I need more than that. I need 2 round shields. That armor will hang on to. We've got the 2 arming swords, the 3 falchions. Yeah, that's fine. I'll hang on to those falchions. I was curious about what the armor damage is on a short bow. Armor damage, 18 to 30 armor damage. It looks awfully suspicious to me. That poacher that hit us did more than 30 armor damage. If I were not a salty man, I would even allege shenanigans are afoot. 1400 is a bit much. But I think I'm going to start saving up for reinforced mail. And as we keep doing more work here, those prices will improve. Hiring this guy, Albrecht, is actually quite tempting because Stabbo Crabbo is an archer. He's only got 47 range though at level 3, so ultimately I think we just got to get rid of him. He's crap. And I mean, Albrecht here comes with a level up, and he's a hunter, so he's going to have a much higher base range to take value. I think it's worth it. But of course, he doesn't have any stars in range skill. You never know what you're getting. But hell, look, he's level 1 and he's still got way more ranged offense than Stabbo Crabbo does. That's his retirement. There you go. He can retire without any disgrace. Bloody typical though. Enthused? Hey buddy. +2. Yuck. He doesn't have stars in ranged skill, so on him I'm going to take fast adaptation rather than student. The archer to be replaced. It is bloody great that he has bloodthirsty though, so when he gets killing blows he's going to trigger morale a lot more than the others would. So there is that. Our 2 other archers, or our 3 other archers, are actually pretty good. Right, I've got some fishing nets there that I don't have equipped. Just to make sure he can actually switch between everything without issue. Okay, good. Alright. Let's keep the work going. Nothing for us to do there at Sudafest. Let's go to Wallenwacht, see what we can get. Oh, hang on, we've got another names selection. Erectora. Spankimus. How do you guys come up with this shit? Which reminds me, we've got to rename our new crap archer. Gannicus was the next one. Who else needs to be replaced here still? Bigisticus, Leoric, Fallacious, and Decius. Good lord. Okay. Well, we've got to keep hiring cheap ones then. So 4 of the 7 front guys need to be replaced. It's not good. I also need to think about doing these undead missions. Okay, it's been an hour.
My liege! Good Sir Knight, will you come with me to Camelot and join...
Spaded King, thanks for the follow, buddy. Just in time for me to take a little break. So thanks for watching, everyone. We've done well in this mission. When we come back, we're going to keep pushing. We are at least in the state now where we can do house-affiliated missions. And that means the money overall should start increasing. Our focus now needs to be, we've got decent weapons, all tier 2 weapons, so the focus now is on getting reinforced Mal Horbergs all on the front line and getting Iron Forged on the guys on the front line just to make them more durable. Okay, so when we come back, the journey continues.